Comic number 123. The only comic that my 3-year-old can say. Well, no, she can probably count to. She can count to 11. It cracks me up. It craps me up. She craps herself up. Let's move on to the comic. Let's assess the damage. Most of the walls are smashed. I said it was hard. Every piece of furniture no longer has legs, and the toilet is full of lime jello. Happy now? At least no one died. That surprises even me. Good news is, the stove may still work. See? It's not too burnt. Burnt? Well, burnt. Definition of burnt. Burnt out. Exhausted. Burnt air. Yeah, I think I did. I meant burned. Burned. B-U-R-N-E-D. Yeah, and it sort of looks like he's holding a pile of steaming feces. So that third panel's gone well. Now there we go. There's the first instance that I've noticed so far of the humor of the number 3. Kenny lists 3 things. He says, let's assess the damage. That's a setup. And then the 3 is, most of the walls are smashed, every piece of furniture no longer has legs, and the toilet is full of lime jello. I did do the humor, well, it wasn't really humor, but the list of 3. What should have happened, and to really go on the joke of 3, is that Jeff would have said something increasingly funny to go with the increasing funniness of how everything's destroyed. Because the humor of the 3 is, you start with something simple, something a little more complicated, and then finally you just blow it out of the water. So most of the walls are smashed. Things like that happens. Piece of furniture no longer has legs. I mean, these are kind of expected damage. And then all of a sudden you hit with the unexpected damage where you sort of, wait, damage? And the toilet is full of lime jello. I mean, yes, you could think that they poured a bunch of lime jello in or scooped it out so it looks kind of chunky, but no, I'm convinced that they just poured lime jello powder into the toilet and let it set. So it's just a green bowl of disgustingness. Jeff is just trying to defend himself. I said I was sorry. At least no one died. The good news is, stove may still work. So no one died, and Kenny says, that surprises even me. You can hear in my voice that I actually, have runny nose. I was healthy for a grand total of 4 days. Now guess what? I think I got a cold again. Woo! That was my woo. I'm very excited. A bit talking headish, but then Jeff holds up a steaming pile of feces, which may or may not have been a stove at one point. At least the text looks pretty good. Why it's italicized, I've never figured out. I think I just decided that looked cool. Yeah. Not much going on. So this is Kenny kind of running down. He's trying to help Jeff realize what has happened. He's trying to help Jeff be a human. So he's trying to say, okay, let's just figure this out. This is what you did. This is what's happened. But Jeff just refuses to deal with reality. Again, this is why Jeff belongs in the movie world and not in the real world. Maybe he's born the other way. Maybe I should have done that eventually. That becomes very curious. What if Jeff was... No. So it's like, no, I can't really go back and redraw this. Should I redraw this? At the moment, I have no plans to redraw it. Not redraw, but to continue it. Mostly because I can't draw. So, yeah. Moving on. Comic 124 tomorrow.